And welcome to the premiere episode of OUTPour, where we're talking everything LGBTQ, social justice, and pop culture. No fats, no femmes, no whites. We are talking everything about online dating etiquette with your hosts, Shadeen Francis, Aaron Imani, Brahim McCoy, Tony Fluellen, Antar Bush, and Robert Graves.
When you're next to me.
What is your dating app of choice?
All right, so, I mean, does anybody have one dating app of choice?
I use Tinder. I like Badoo.
Come closer.
I like
Tinder
Badoo.
and?
Badoo.
That's a new one. I never heard of that one.
You haven't used Badoo yet?
No, I have not.
I like Badoo.
So what about Christian Mingle? Looking for a pastor? Pray on the pulpit?
Right now I'm doing a little swipe left, swipe right, but mostly swiping left.
All right, we got Tinder, Jack, Grindr.
POF, maybe Facebook, slid in the DM.
Oh, okay, so we go down in the DM. Hey! In your bio, do you have a description of what you're looking for?
Yeah.
Cool, we can be together, we can chill, we can have fun, and ultimately, you're trying to get down. At the end of the day, show me what you got, show me what you're working with.
My bio is basically just laid back, chill guy from Jersey. I'm a professional chef, love to have a good time.
What you cooking for them when they come over?
No, they're not getting that first time.
Some cheese curls in a bottle of water?
Yep, if that.
Oh, she's cute though, hold on.
She's okay.
Look, can I see her pics?
But I like the manlier one.
Oh, you want a butch?
I want a
stud?
stud or a stem, not no femme. I don't want no bitch that look like me.
I know that's right. So
not?
if you swipe right tonight, what are we going for?
I mean, trying to hook up or all, like, come on.
Hold on, rewind that bit. What's she looking for?
She's looking for a stud with dreads, preferably light skinned and taller than her, plays basketball. If y'all out there, she right here. Her number is 859.
I had to snatch the mic back. All right, so thank you, ladies, for partaking in this interview. And we're going to make sure she gets some tonight, okay?
When you're next to me.
People are really going in out there.
Oh my God.
Is everyone on a dating app?
Oh, it's mandatory. I mean, what dating app are you on?
I'm on a few. I would say Jack and Instagram, Snapchat.
Hang on, you're using Instagram as a dating app?
Yes, 50K followers. Why wouldn't I? I get about 20 to 30 guys coming at me a day. It's overwhelming.
See, I don't know. I feel like for me, Instagram is not necessarily like a dating app. I feel like, I don't know, the only dating app I'm really on is POF, which,
It's raunchy.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Well, only dating app I use is Jack. I love Jack. It tells you distance, the last time they were on there. They tell you you really can play it up. Like, I don't understand why anybody would use any other app. I mean, for me, I just love Jack. It's fabulous.
But demographics-wise, I'm really surprised that nobody said Tinder. Tinder is supposed to be the most popular hookup app.
I don't know what Tinder
honey, I ain't never had no Tinder on.
Nobody, so we don't mess with Tinder. Is that what we're saying?
I'm not trying to get married. I'm trying to.
Oh,
okay.
No, wait, I thought Tinder was just like a hookup app, like period.
I mean, I think for the heteros, it's more of a hookup app, but okay. I don't know too many gay folks on Tinder, but I don't use it because I ain't really that respectable.
Oh, speaking of respectability, I want to know, what is the weirdest thing anyone has ever said or sent you on a hookup app?
Can I go first?
Please go first.
I've
Please go
had
first.
somebody send me sneakers because they wanted to see my feet in the sneakers.
They wanted to see your feet in the sneakers.
They wanted to see my feet, but.
Ooh,
that ain't weird. Send me some sneakers. I like
that. Honey, I seen them feet. Honey, them corns on them toes.
Did you send the picture?
No, I blocked them. That's
that's ruthless.
Too creepy.
The sneakers?
The sneakers were run down.
See, now for me, I don't know. I can't stand a dick pic. Like upon first, they just send me like dick pics. Like I just can't.
Like unsolicited?
Just unsolicited dick pics. There we go.
You're real quiet on that one.
No, I like a good preview. I am looking for sex. On my app, it says I'm looking for sex. Do not hit me up for a relationship because I'm a traditionalist. So I need to meet you in person before I can, take it that far.
So what if the dick is ugly, uncut? To me, that's.
Oh, I can't do uncut, honey. That's meat lovers.
It is wrong with uncut now. I don't know.
I can't do.
See,
You must
for
be
me,
from.
baby. I'm open. It depends.
Well, you from the
That's
Midwest.
not a deal breaker.
See, because she's from the Midwest.
That's that POF mentality.
Okay.
Let us bring that back. We're gonna, speaking of circuit, we're gonna cut that.
Okay.
So, as the local traditionist, I want to know, how do you create a profile that really captures someone's attention?
Well, I have a couple of profiles. Well, you never just have one. You got I have a bottom one, and you have your top one. Yeah, and then you have the versatile one.
Switchy out here.
Yeah, and then you have the secret one for all the girlfriends, so you can find out what apps they on too. Everybody knows that. You've had those too.
Aaron's out here sipping.
My jacket count is more about confidence. I'm letting you know I don't want you to have a mattress on the floor. I don't want you to live with your parents. I want you to be masculine. I want you to have a job. I want you to have some type of.
And you write all of this on your profile.
Of course I do. It scares most of them away.
And then she meets somebody like me.
But see, my profile is vague though. Like, I'm not gonna put all that stuff on there. I like to leave something, like as a mystery, or like leave something for us to talk about or to converse about. Like, I don't know. That's just.
But sometimes, the good thing about dating apps is it cuts to the chase. If you've seen some of these folks, like let me just share with you some of the stuff that I've done on my day. Okay, let me get this out.
Oh yeah, show us the receipts.
So let me just show you. Oh, wait a minute now. So if you look at my phone, right? Of course, Jack is all the way at the back. I don't want to be shamed. So you look here. So let's take a look at this one, right?
Okay.
Now I had someone, and I actually posted this up a couple of weeks ago. It says, okay, the guy goes, I go, oh, hey, I hit him up first. I can admit that. The picture was looking a little tasty. And I said, he responded back. He asked me, did I want company? I said, no, I'm exhausted, because he opened up his pics. I had seen his pics. And then
that was the curve. So you curved him.
I curved him because, I am a social worker just like you. Okay. So I didn't want to hurt his feelings. I didn't want to cause trauma or re-traumatize him.
So nice.
So I said to him, I'm exhausted. I'm going to go to sleep. He then goes say, hold up. First you was horny. Now you are exhausted. So then I responded back with, I'm client-centered, of course. Well, I'm not interested. I thought it would be more politically correct to say I was exhausted.
I want to know what you would have said, because we're over here doing trauma-informed dating. I want to know, as the resident TradeCatcher, right? How do you slide out of a DM?
I don't reply.
Oh, you just ghost.
Just don't reply.
It depends, because people actually look better if you actually get a chance to meet them in person. But for me, if you're too gay, I'm not interested.
See, but I hate that. I really, 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 really hate that, because first of all, you got about 10 minutes of masculinity with me, and then after that, it's all every guy I've ever been with. I've actually had someone break up with me because they felt like I was too feminine.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah.
Was it me?
Oh, no. It crushed me, honey. But anyway, people are three-dimensional. No one is going to be the same way. And first of all, we're all gay. If you're a gay man, you may have some feminine traits, and there's nothing wrong with that. As long as I'm not feminine in that bedroom, and even if I am,
what is wrong with being feminine in the bedroom?
There's nothing wrong with that.
It's a lot.
And I always say I'm a Fem-Top.
To me, if I wanted to have sex with a woman, I would call you to the back of the bathroom.
Not me, honey. She rocking it.
Very proudly.
I'm just saying. I don't like fish, tilapia, salmon, nothing.
So
what's wrong with fish?
Just though
he hasn't had a woman in years.
As our resident POFer, right, knowing that you're really swimming out there, right, plenty of fish in the sea.
She's swimming with sharks.
Oh,
there's sharks out there.
Yeah, sending dick pics and everything. Hammerhead all day.
Too much.
I want to know, Aaron, if you were to meet someone in person that didn't look anything like they looked online, what would you do?
Well, first off, that's happened before.
So you've been catfished?
I've been catfished before. I'm not afraid to admit it. I've been catfished. Like, who hasn't been catfished?
Well, what happened?
Okay, so this is what happened. So he Well, okay, so we were talking, we were going back and forth for a while. It was really, really good. So we decided to meet up in person. We meet up in person as I'm approaching the spot where we said we were going to meet up at. I'm noticing that the person I see does not look like the person in the picture. It started to send those red flags. I said,
What did you
as
do?
we got a little closer, as I started to approach, I'm not going to lie. I turned around and walked away.
You didn't.
But that's what you're supposed to do.
I
See,
did. He wasn't who he said he was.
And that
So
builds
I walked away.
resiliency. See, you got to catch that. That builds resiliency, what she just did. Then let me tell you, when they come to this door, and they don't look like that picture. See, okay, behavior is something different. Now, I might be a Fem-Top, honey, but this body, don't say Fem-Top.
You ain't catfishing that body though at all.
How you doing?
Did he look differently and that's why you left?
It was just the fact that he portrayed something that he was not. So for me, that's not the person who I was talking to and who I agreed to meet up with. So for that reason, I was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna, exit stage left.
You weren't scared to leave?
Oh no, not at all,
You get
baby.
shot in the back of your head.
Baby, bye.
Oh, okay.
Bye.
What about?
But you bring people to your house.
Oh, absolutely, honey. Host only. Host only on my profile. Let me tell you something. I'm not going to nobody's house. You see, I got cameras everywhere. It's safer. I got a doorman. I know most of these children can't afford one, but mother has worked hard, and I have a doorman, so I'm not really worried about that. I don't.
Well, they can also be a little dangerous. I've had an encounter where somebody got on a dating app, found out who I was, met me just to fight me. So the whole time I was being catfished by somebody who was trying to attack me.
No, you were being real life catfished. Yeah. Oh my goodness, that sounds crazy.
But also, I don't hang around those types of crowds.
Baby.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you go for masculine boys that wash their balls off in the sink. You kind of...
A read. So what is the dark side? I know that we're starting to talk about safety.
Yeah.
What's the dark side of hookups?
I think the dark side for me would just be like the chances of, because I tend to like small feminine voice. Oh, I love me a faggot, honey. I don't want nobody. I don't want masculinity. I don't like masculinity. Anybody who knows me, I don't like masculinity. I like feminine guys. So if the more feminine, the better. So I tend not to run through that problem, but they will still, those femme guys, honey, they can clip you real quick, honey. They will and put that
take
credit
that
card.
flower off your shirt.
Oh, how you doing? And I won't even know.
Real savvy.
Okay, so you won't even know you've been gotten until like 2 weeks later. So that is the danger for me.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily feel physically in danger, but
But someone be running your cards behind your back.
How you doing?
Okay. For me, I feel like the dark side of dating apps is like kind of either like meeting someone in a space that kind of could put me at risk. So like, for example, if it was one of those nights, let's just be honest, I have those nights just like the next girl. Maybe I'm feeling a little horny and I just want a little attention, have a conversation with someone, maybe want to hook up.
Yeah.
For the
So
night.
it's an app.
The dark side is if that goes to like the worst side ever, and like say for example, this is someone who wants to like take advantage or like who wants to like do things, because let's be honest, Philly is the first place I have come and someone has tried something like that.
Yes.
Let's put that out there.
Philly is such a
Please, what have they tried?
I have had guys try to exert their power over me in ways that they wanted to sexually like do things that I was not down for. Like period.
He sounds like he's getting turned on by that. You getting turned on, baby?
No, well, I like the straight guys. So I do use Instagram to meet straight guys. They're not always with it, but you play around with them for a couple of months, and that also puts me in a very compromising position where I'm in danger too.
What's the risk?
Well, they normally think I'm a woman, not by my features. I have a catfish page.
So you let us sit here this whole time and you're a full catfish?
Not to the gay guys, but to the straight ones I am.
You're out here swimming upstream acting like you're not doing nothing.
I've had a few come to my door, realize I was a man and threatened to blow my house up.
But I think
It's dangerous.
Yeah, I just can't get with that. See, this is why I don't fuck with straight folks. I don't.
It's just preference.
I can't do it.
So would you also use an app to date? Right, we're all talking about hookups, but there are people who fall in love online. Could you fall in love online?
No, honey, I've been I came out in the 90s, honey. I'm maybe on the party line back in the 90s, but I can't do
I'm a hopeless romantic. I could, Shadeen, and I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
And I will say that I feel like it's unique for me as a woman of trans experience. You know, I feel like out in public, and it's due to my own whatever, I have a habit of curving guys. Like I'm just gonna be very frank. I am the curve queen. I have coined myself the curve queen, honey.
Hashtag that.
Do you hear me? Guys try to talk to me every single day of my life, like, and I'm not trying to be funny at all. But for me, just my own things just have me. No, I'm okay. Like I tell guys every day, I have a man at home waiting for me. Like I'm okay. Mind you, there's nobody at home but my couch. There's literally no one there.
You're gonna miss your blessings, girl.
I hear that.
And you'll be waiting right there to scoop them up.
You give me a number next time they don't want.
Okay, I'll just slide it.
You just slide them
But
through.
what about this thing like no fats, no femmes, no whites? I mean, how do you feel about that?
As I've gotten older, I'm dismissed that whole thing. Like I said, I want somebody with a pension. I want somebody with a good job. And you really find that with fat people and white guys.
So open-minded.
I'm open-minded, yes.
Now, this child done opened up every stereotype in the book.
So are those about preference? Is it discrimination? I know people feel different ways about the entire conversation. It can get really heated.
Discrimination.
But you just hit on something. I think preference is okay. Like I'm okay. I'm all for people being 100% upfront about what it is they want and don't want. So if you don't want people who are fat, or if you don't want somebody who is feminine, like be upfront about that, because then you are able to kind of filter out who's trying to talk to you.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like now it's really weird because it's a thin line, you know, between preference and discrimination. Like I'm not gonna not date you because you're overweight, but at the end of the day, I know what I'm attracted to. Right. So you know, if this is a hookup, it's not going to happen if you know you're overweight, because I'm not attracted to overweight men. But you know, I have met some overweight men who got that good. Don't be no fool now.
How do you deal with it when you're on the other side of that? When I'm working with people, I'm working with a lot of shame. Mm-hmm. And sometimes it's coming from being rejected. Mm-hmm. Do you ever get rejected online?
Oh, honey, I've been rejected by the best.
Oh,
so,
what do you do?
I don't care. I don't know. I think you just build that up. I think rejection is a part of the process. Also, I believe rejection is direction. So if you reject me,
rejection is
direction. If you reject me, that's pointing me into somewhere else. I'm not worried about being rejected. First of all, child, there's no lonely nights in my bed, honey.
No, I definitely hear it, and I love rejection is direction. Mm-hmm. For me, like I literally get rejected all the time online, and for me, it's like I'm totally okay with it. Like, and I say that because so oftentimes, although literally any dating profile I ever have, I'm gonna be upfront on it and put I am a trans woman. But guys being guys never read. They literally never read. So oftentimes when they find that out, they may not be interested, which for me, I'm used to it. And once, you know, in hindsight, it's like, okay, totally fine with me.
I hate rejection. I can't reject it. You reject me, I'm copying and pasting your picture on every national gay website in the fucking world. I just can't handle it. I had a guy come to me and he didn't like my hairstyle, but then after I cut my hair off, he tried to talk to me again and I wasn't with it,
So is it a journey going through rejection and finding someone, or do you date multiple people?
I think it is a journey. You do have to build up some tough skin. You know, I'm a 38-year-old woman, and it's been rough. I've been rejected a lot of times, but also I think that rejection was good for me. I wonder when people say they haven't been rejected, have they been asked out enough, or have they asked out people enough? Because I do think you do need that, because not everybody wants me, not everybody wants anybody. Right. So, you know, I know friends. And also, I'm not scared to approach anybody. I will approach anybody, because first of all, I'm not afraid to get in those waters because Mama knows how to swim. Don't let this outfit fool you. So, I am not scared to swim, so I will ask somebody out, and I've asked people out, and they be like, "Oh no, I got a boyfriend." Now they hit me up later online, but that's another thing.
Because of who I am or who I think I am, I'm not going to approach you unless I know for a fact I'm going to get you. You're not gonna put me on Instagram talking about this boy tried to talk to me and screenshot me and I look stupid in that.
How do you know for a fact? How do you know?
That's a good question.
Conversation. Liking pictures. If he likes about 10 pictures, he wants to fuck you. 5 pictures, he'll take you out. 2 pictures, he might be interested. 1,
Well, honey, all I take is 3. Well, see, I only got 20 followers, so if you like any more than 3 pictures of mine, honey, I'm in your inbox.
So it's a ratio.
Yes.
Of course, yes.
Back to back, in 1 minute apart, 1 M. Bitch, please, honey, I am hitting you up.
But do you offer to take them out or they offer to take you out?
No, I don't offer to do anything because I'm cheap. But what I will do is I'll say, let's hang out, watch a movie. Oh, I love a good documentary, honey. And you know, I'm old school. But and if I do take them out, honey, it's in that kitchen, and I'm cooking. So you young girls, honey, see, he's a modern woman.
Right.
He don't cook.
I like a good movie, a good dinner, some glasses of wine.
At a restaurant. We can do that all here, honey. On a budget.
Spend some money before you go in my booty.
Pay to play?
I mean, it's not necessarily pay to play, but you're gonna spend some coins before you.
No, but did you hear me? Shoot your shot in my Cash App and not my DM.
Yes.
I don't want to hear it. If you want to try to talk to me, give me some money.
Ooh, that's
Period.
that's
Give me some money.
vicious.
Show me.
Vicious.
And if not,
There's
then
savage.
you know what you're talking about.
I did that.
You hear that? Aaron's got a paywall.
Baby.
Okay, I need a paywall. I can't even find a man to take me to fucking McDonald's, honey.
What about the people who are out online and not out in real life? What do we think of people who are still trying to figure out how out they want to be?
You live your life. I feel like online, in some ways, I feel like it's for that. So I feel like, you know, the thing about online is people can be who they want to be. So if that helps you to be comfortable, if that helps you to discover, explore who you are, then by any means, explore your sexuality, explore your identity, whatever the case may be. I'm all for it. I'm all for exploration.
No. If you're DL and you're trying to still explore over there. You taking me out, I want everybody to know we're out. You're on my phone, we're taking pictures. I'm not doing that.
Now that's that millennial shit right there. Let me tell you something. What happened to privacy? You know, I like the whole anonymity. You know, get to know each other for a few minutes. You know, the only time I'm gonna put somebody online is if I'm trying to make my ex angry. But but other than that, I'm not gonna put anybody online. If I really like you, I'm not gonna put you online.
Right. It's still the old school syndrome, Luther Vandross syndrome, the whole Donny Hathaway, old school.
And she got me fanning myself like Revelations.
Getting warm. Well, on that note, let's wrap it here. Thank you for joining us on our first ever episode of OUTPour. You know you're going to want to come back next week. We're talking LGBTQ in the church.
Yes, hallelujah. Whoa,
what is it like to be black and queer in the church? It's going to be a good conversation.
Yes, it is.
Yes, I need a good DL church man, honey.
Hey, you know they be up in there, right?
Okay.
Now, it takes a village to do a web show like this. So we want to send a special shout out to our special correspondent, Big Daddy Rob, our executive producer who's sitting right here at the table, Antar Bush. We want to thank you for tuning in. And as always, we want to thank you for the outpour of love and support. See you next week.
See ya! Yes!